Well, this is Charles Bland talking, and this movie is about my brother A.J. Bland. The movie was compiled from some 8 millimeter movies taken by our father back in the early 1940s. Well, actually, in A.J.'s case, in the mid 1940s, since he was born in 1946. Our father was Charles Atlas Bland, and our mother was Mary Johnson Bland. I've tried to arrange these clips in an order that reflects a sequence or a timely sequence, but unfortunately, sometimes that was pretty much impossible. In any event, I hope you'll enjoy this little look at my brother as he developed from the age of 0 up to about 5 or 6. Um, have to give it to him. He was a mighty pretty baby. This clip was taken in the backyard of our home at 304 North Main Street in Lewisburg, North Carolina. And the picket fence that you see behind AJ there separated our yard from that of Peter Allen, who lived next door. And it looks like I'm being a really good brother there and taking care of you, AJ. That's our father, Charles Atlas Bland, pushing AJ through the snow and holding his hand with that toilet plunger. And that's me, Charles Bland, trying to get up out of the snow. Well, looks like I finally made it. And here's AJ again, looking mighty cute in his blue outfit. And this is a view looking up North Main Street, looking north on North Main Street. And in the distance there, you could see the statue of the Confederate soldier, which stood out in the middle of the street, so the traffic had to go on either side. That's our front steps and the steps leading up to our house at 304 North Main Street.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Dear AJ. And AJ is looking mighty sharp there. You can see the back of his head. He's got in his nice little jacket. He's in the middle of the picture.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
And there's a good shot of AJ talking, chatting up that little girl, I'd say.
Birthday to you.
In the background there, you'll see the house where one of the ladies that worked for us lived. And I'm guessing that the ladies sitting in front of the house were the maids that brought a number of the children to AJ's birthday party. That's a really good shot of AJ there looking at us. And as you go over to the steps, that's Pete Tomlinson on the left and me on the right.
Happy, happy birthday, children dear. Happy days will come to you all year. If I had one wish, then it would be a happy, happy birthday to you from me.
This is AJ and Mother sitting in the cockpit of our father's two-seater airplane. It was, as I recall, a Cessna 150. And we used to go out to the airport just about every weekend and sit around and watch planes take off and land. It ended up wrecking on the beach when my father tried to land it there. Here we're staying at some cottages, I believe, located at Carolina Beach. I'm not exactly sure, but I remember hearing them referred to as Mrs. Green's cottages or Mrs. Dunn's cottages. But I guess it doesn't make a whole lot of difference to a kid who's swinging his heart out and being pushed back and forth by Nanny, and I believe her name was Pearl. And there's nothing quite like the sound of the waves to lull you to a deep, deep sleep. Happy dreams, AJ. This is another time at the beach, and that's me running around in the surf like I've lost my mind. And here comes AJ, that's our mother, holding him up. He looks to be about 1.5 or so. Of course, this is AJ, and he's being held by a mother. And coming up in the next picture is Cornelia Eisenhart, who's being held by her mother, Margaret Eisenhart. And if I know AJ, there's probably a little Stoli mixed in there with that orange juice. And now this is an old swing that was in the backyard of our home in Lewisburg. Of course, that's AJ on the left and me on the right. My recollection is that this swing was a perfect place to really get your fingers pinched. Now here we are posing for some pictures at the home of Aunt Margaret and Uncle Lloyd Eisenhart. Now we've jumped ahead in time, and this happens to be at an old family reunion, and that's AJ posing in front of his namesake, a picture of his namesake, Alfred Jackson. And here we are back at the beach for more fun in the sun. This took place sometime later, and my recollection is that AJ caught a catfish while we were fishing in the surf. That looks like Kania there, the girl standing with him. And I was rather disappointed that he ended up catching the fish. And as I recall, I insisted that additional footage be taken showing me also reeling in a big catfish. But AJ's the one that caught the fish. In the background there was our beach cottage at Carolina Beach. Yep, just like I thought. There I am. I had to be photographed bringing the fish in too. And the lady you see in the picture there is Martha Gray Dean, our Aunt Martha Gray, who was our grandmother's sister. That's Lloyd Eisenhart standing out there in the surf, and that looks like Aunt Margaret. There's AJ fishing. Aunt Margaret to the right. That's Margaret Eisenhart. That's Aunt Margaret and Mother posing for a little cheesecake shot, standing there in front of the beach cottage. And here you see a good shot of our cottage at Carolina Beach. It was a really nice spot. It had 3 bedrooms upstairs, 2 downstairs, and each of the rooms downstairs had their own bathrooms. It was great because you could actually stand on the front porch of the cottage and look down at the pier and see if anybody was catching any fish. Well, here we are back in the backyard in Lewisburg. AJ and I going around and around on some kind of a seesaw that rotates. And in this scene, we're playing ball down at Aunt Mama Dean's. That's Jackie Dean pitching, and I'm trying to hit the ball. Never was worth a damn. And it looks like I've got my little brother playing catch for me. And that was probably a big job because I missed most of the balls. And AJ, I really need you to help me on this because I don't know if that's you in the play at Mrs. Rose's kindergarten or not. I think it was maybe Hansel and Gretel, but that also might be you sitting under the tree there. I'm just not sure. I don't remember this at all. Now we're getting ready to go on a fishing trip. That's Mother, that's AJ. We're on a boat with Aunt Sally Gregory, that's Mother, of course, and Uncle Ray, who lived in Cleveland, Ohio. If I remember correctly, Aunt Sally proceeded to get pretty high while we were on the boat and ended up sitting on the deck singing Tiny Bubbles or something like that. That's Uncle Ray, that's Aunt Sally. And from the looks of what appeared to be stripes going around that lighthouse, I assumed we were fishing off Cape Hatteras. I'm guessing this was probably taking place sometime around about 1950. And coming up next, some shots of AJ and myself working on a table that we'd built. We decided to paint it red, and somewhere I think in this picture you'll see our little dog. The dog's name was Pete. There's Pete. Pete was named Pete because he was given to us by our uncle Peter Dean. Why else would you call him Pete? And that's all, folks.